Hi there.
Something I help you with?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Is that your red Ford Fusion over there?
Nope.
No.
It's a Focus.
Oh, is that your red Ford Focus over there?
Yep.
How come you don't have a front license plate?
What?
How come you don't have a front license plate?
It doesn't have a bracket on it.
Has to be, in order to be DOT approved, it has to have a provision for a front.
You're correct.
So how come you don't have a front license plate?
Out there.
I kind of have a pet peeve about that.
Do ya?
I do. I do. I actually got a ticket for that one time a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, so
I've been stopped for it.
did you get a ticket?
Nope.
I wonder why. I wonder why. Why can't you just put a license plate on the front of the car?
Do what?
Why can't you just put a license plate on there and be legal?
I can. I just got the car.
Ah, okay. But you're going to take care of it, right?
Probably.
Okay.
I can't swear to it, but I probably do.
I hope you do. I mean, because being a police officer, you know, citizens look up to you,
I get that.
you know, and something, I know it's a stupid thing. I got that, okay? But it's the little things.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives people the impression that you have the attitude that you're above us rather than one of us. And I really like it when you're one of us.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be here for a little bit. Just going to take some random video.
Okay. Make sure you stay on the sidewalk, not on the grass.
You know I will.
Okay.
Do you know who I am?
I don't, but I figure you're with Greenpeace or somebody like that.
No, absolutely
No.
not. Mm-mm.
Are you? You know Doug? You with Doug Brandt?
Nope.
Doug likes to do too. Who are you?
I'm from out of town. Came all the way up here just to film this place.
Why?
It's ExxonMobil.
I get that, but I mean,
This is like the headquarters for ExxonMobil.
I assume this is for some future use. So
No, it's future in a few days or something like that.
okay.
You know, I've had some trouble with ExxonMobil and filming before, and so, you know, I had some other business here, so I thought as long as I'm here, I'd come by here and see if they were a little better at respecting my right to stand on the sidewalk. And I noticed that one thing's different right off the bat. They have a police officer here at the gate instead of inside working. You know, where I've been before, they have them inside and they come out to meet you, not just right here randomly where they can engage you and have a conversation. And I will say that you've been a lot more friendly than the officers I've encountered before.
It's been like this forever, man. Since 9/11, they've had an officer out here at the gate.
Yeah.
24/7, man.
Well, they've got them down where I'm from too, but they're on the inside, and they only come out when somebody walks around with a camera. And,
Yeah.
That's
pretty much it.
And then they break out AR-15s and walk around the perimeter. The physical security guys do, and follow you back to your car and chase you and do all kinds of stupid stuff that's completely unnecessary. So we're not going to have any of that today?
That I'm aware of.
Okay.
Unless you give me a reason to do that, which I don't think you're gonna. So.
No. Public property. You've already had the updated training, and you know that I can.
We've had this conversation many times.
Have you really? Do you really get that many people that come here? Well, I was unaware of that.
It's mostly environmental people.
Well, in that case, I'm going to give you a business card.
Okay.
And tell you who I am.
And you should hook up with Doug Brandt. He's the one that usually shows.
Okay. I do something completely different. I'm a police accountability activist.
Oh, okay.
And I accidentally, and I'll tell you about it because I'm surprised you haven't seen the video. Down in Houston, they have an energy college that is close by the Exxon facility down there.
Yeah.
And I was looking for the energy college and got lost and ended up at ExxonMobil. Because it kept saying, my GPS kept saying Exxon Campus, and I just, being the dumbass I am, didn't sort out the details. And I had a Precinct 1 constable. Oh, thank you. A Precinct 1 constable and two Harris County Sheriff's deputies come out and detain me for security on public property, so the security could come out and question me. That is a big no-no. And needless to say, it was a big deal.
Yeah. Well, we try to be a little smarter.
That's good. That's good. I get this reputation of what they call a police antagonist, and I'm not. I really am not. I'm actually very pro-police. I have a son that's a police officer. I am not anti-police. What I am is anti-bad cop.
Okay.
And
I get that.
And I hope that you are too, because in my opinion, it's the bad cops are getting the good cops killed.
Absolutely. I'm with you 100% on that, brother. I don't want to work with a bad cop either. Trust me.
That's a good thing. Well, so what I ran into down there is that, these off-duty officers working for Exxon and their private security folks, they don't want to screw up that $60 an hour they're getting down there. And so, they'll do anything that they're told to do. They were told by the security guys to come out and detain me. They're lucky I hadn't sued them. Yeah. They held me up for about 45 minutes so that private security could come out and question me.
Right.
No.
That ain't the way it works.
No, that's not the way.
We know that.
And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. That's what I like to see. You guys got a tough enough job without me coming out and giving you a hard time. But I will, if that's what it takes. And it does sometimes take that to get people under control.
Well, Exxon's a little paranoid about their security too, and rightfully so.
Sure, absolutely.
Worldwide threats.
Absolutely. And down there, like I said, I got there by accident.
Yeah.
I honestly did not know what it was or who it was. And their response was ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I agree 100%. We have to know our boundaries, and I don't like it when government oversteps their bounds either.
Yeah,
I really, really don't.
That's good. I wish I could run into more police officers that had that attitude.
Oh, absolutely. I've been doing this too long.
How long was too long?
31 years.
Holy crap!
So you know what? I'm at the end of my career now, and I might have been a little hard-headed at the beginning of my career. We're all gung-ho and want to do the right thing,
I'm really good about educating rookies. Yeah, my education works a little different. When you look at my YouTube channel,
yours is
exposure,
a slap in the face.
Exposure, and sometimes, and honestly, it's not about if they get it right or wrong. It's what do they do when they get it right or wrong. And in police departments, a lot of departments that I deal with, bury their heads in the sand and say, "We don't care, go away." Those are the departments that I put a light on really hard.
Right.
The good departments are like, "Oh crap, we messed up."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I love those departments. You'll find if you look at my YouTube channel, 80% of what I've got on there is good interactions with law enforcement.
Right.
Unfortunately, the other 20% aren't.
Yeah.
And that Exxon facility down there, I'm surprised you don't know about it, because they got lit up like crazy over that stupidity.
Well, I know Exxon's got a facility down there.
Yes, they call it the Woodlands Campus or Spring Campus or something like that. I've only been back once, and that was just to irritate them. Yeah, when they told me, after I left, so, they detained me, they finally let me go. I said, okay, that's what we're going to do, is I'm going to walk around here and take a bunch of pictures. If that makes you unhappy, then sorry about that. So they put perimeter guards inside walking around with ARs, okay? And this is in the outer perimeter, not the inner perimeters.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know a little bit about physical security. And then when I go to leave, the private security staff followed me to my vehicle and chased me. And that's just unacceptable. So Exxon got a lot of crap over that.
Yeah.
A lot of negative stuff on their Facebook and all that. And I hated that, but they did it themselves. I actually know somebody that works in management. Well, she's in Canada now, but for Exxon.
Right.
And she knew it was me when it happened. It called me, and I'm like, hey, bring it on themselves, And then there's the complaints to the departments, which were, surprisingly enough, the Precinct 1 constable and some Harris County deputies, and I don't have a very high opinion of Precinct 4 down there. And I will say that they stepped up and agreed with me that the officer was wrong and upheld what my complaint.
I mean, the law's the law. We're not perfect. A lot of times the guys are not really aware of what their boundaries are.
Sure,
and they're going to do what they think might be the right thing, and it's not.
And often isn't. And I get that. I try to work with them on that. I'll lay out the boundaries for them. You want to see it on Google? I'll pull it up for you. I'll show you the law. My favorite one is 3802. I've been arrested 8 times in the last 2 years, and 7 of the 8 times were for failure to ID. And I've never broken a law. The other time was interfering, because I didn't put my hands up fast enough and let the guy pat me down. It was dropped once they saw the body cam footage.
We're not going to do any of that.
Yeah, I see that, and I appreciate that. That's a good thing. That's all I want to see. Yeah. As long as if you guys behave like that, you're doing the right thing.
Here's the thing, and I've known this since they hired us up here, was they really don't want us to do anything. What they're doing is renting a police radio. So if something bad happens, like when Greenpeace showed up and 50, you know, they had 50 protesters out here, somebody can get on the radio and say, hey, we need some help, and the police show up like it rains police.
Yeah,
that's what the point is of having us up here.
What did Greenpeace do? Did they come onto the property?
Yeah,
or?
they came on the property. They went over the fences. They put ladders up to the roof. They chained themselves to the gate. They did all that crap. So.
Okay, now feel free to tase any of those idiots you want. You have my permission.
That's ridiculous. Having to do some of that day, but it hadn't happened since. You know, we made a ton of arrests that day. Everybody went to jail basically.
The criminal trespass. Mm-hmm. You know, if they're going to be stupid like that, I'm sorry, but
yeah,
that's what you deserve.
You know, you got your thing, and we got ours.
Yeah. I mean, well, you have to expect that if you go and do that, that you're going to be arrested.
It's going to be a response.
Yeah. Now, me myself, I stay on the public property. Mm-hmm. I don't go onto private property. Right. Maybe some county property here and there, but that's my property. But for me to get arrested on the public sidewalk, and I'm not kidding, you can see it all on my YouTube channel, 8 times in the last 2 years.
I'll go look.
Been detained for 40 different times in the last 2 years. So it's something different. Something different. But I appreciate you, Sarge.
Yeah, you bet.
I won't keep you out here in the heat. I know you're burning up in that damn vest.
Dude. I'm fine.
Well, I'm burning up in this vest, and this thing's light compared to what you're wearing.
I'm standing in the shade.
Yeah.